Hey everyone, this is the Fosi Audio Q5 Pro, and the company claims it will transform your desktop audio setup without spending a fortune. But after putting it through the paces, I found something they don't tell you in the ads. Stick around. By the end, I'll tell you whether this little DAC amp combo is a smart buy or just the budget boost with compromises. Fosi Audio Q5 Pro product overview. So, what exactly are we looking at? The Fosi Audio Q5 Pro is a compact DAC plus headphone amplifier combo brought to market to give desk-based listeners, small studio users, or gamer audio enthusiasts a solid upgrade over built-in sound cards. It's basically designed for folks who use a PC, maybe a gaming console, and have decent, but not ultra-premium headphones. The idea, you plug this in, feed it digital audio, and it sends out cleaner analog sound, thanks to better components and amplification. While I couldn't locate a full spec list for this exact Q5 Pro model, Fosi's nearby models like the K5 Pro list high performance with clean inputs and decent output power. The core selling proposition? Better sound for relatively little cash. Fosi Audio Q5 Pro performance. Okay, specs are one thing, but how does it actually perform in day-to-day use? I hooked it up to my PC, used a pair of mid-range over-ears around 32 ohms, and ran it through a mix of music, games, and movie watching. First off, yes, you do hear a difference compared to typical motherboard audio. The sound is cleaner, quieter background noise, and you get a little more punch and separation between instruments or sound effects. For gaming especially, I noticed footsteps and positional cues were a touch more defined. However, and this is important, it's not a giant leap into high-end audiophile territory. With very high impedance headphones, you might still wish for more drive or a more expansive soundstage. In some user forums, folks mentioned that units like this can drive down to 16 to 300 ohms, but hit their limits with big planers. Features and tech. Let's highlight what makes the Q5 Pro or its peers stand out, and what those features mean for you. Multiple digital inputs, USB, optical, or coaxial. On the similar K5 model, you can plug in via USB-C or optical or coaxial for up to 24-bit by 192 kHz. Why should you care? That flexibility means you can use it with your PC, gaming console, TV box, not just one device. Decent headphone driving power plus preamp RCA output. Again, from related models, output power numbers of 1,000 milliwatts at 16 ohms, 80 milliwatts at 300 ohms are cited. Real-world benefit, it can actually push many mainstream headphones nicely, so you're not limited to tiny earbuds. Bass and treble knobs, or onboard volume control. Some users highlight practical knobs for bass and treble adjustments. Why it matters? If your space or source has quirks, room, headphone sensitivity, knobs let you tweak without using complicated software. Compact or desktop-friendly design. It's small, doesn't dominate your desk, and you won't need a full rack to use it. Why it matters? If you're in a dorm, apartment, or have limited space, this is friendlier than a full-size AV receiver. Design and build. From what reviewers report, Fosi nails the practical build. The Q5 Hamley uses a solid metal chassis, compact footprint, and modest power draw. The design leans simple and functional. No flashy RGB, no huge temperature output, just a works well and sits nicely on your desk vibe. In reviews of neighboring models, users say it does not heat up and takes up very little space. On aesthetics, it's minimalist. You might want to watch for fingerprints if it has a brushed metal finish. And ergonomically, the volume knob and input switch are generally intuitive, but if you prefer ultra-premium tactile controls or remote control, this won't match that. Pros: cost-efficient upgrade over built-in audio. For the price, you get noticeable improvement. Versatile connectivity means it works in multiple setups, PC, console, TV. Good building block audio equipment. Better clarity, less noise, more punch. Cons: it won't match full-blown high-end amps or DACs in depth or power. If you have very high impedance headphones, you might still feel a limitation. No remote control or fancy software DSP in this model, so customization is minimal beyond knobs. Final verdict. So, Who is this for, and is it worth your money? If you're a PC or console user, have decent headphones, say 30 to 100 ohms, over-ears or good IEMs, and you're tired of tinny, built-in sound, the Q5 Pro is absolutely a smart buy. It strikes the right balance of price versus performance for most tech-savvy users who just want better audio without breaking the bank. However, if you're an audiophile with big flagship headphones, big DAC amp stacking rigs,